Welcome to the build-up in room 442. Shaman here, Vatanyan and Singh, and it's a big day for Canadian football. Why are you laughing?
I'm not. I'm
You're
smiling.
already laughing.
I'm happy because it's a big day.
It is a big day,
Yeah.
potentially, right? Well, Canada's World Cup.
You almost had the giggles going.
A little bit, a little bit. Atiba
even a real
Hutchinson.
show.
I know, exactly. Atiba Hutchinson, our great leader, so important for Canada in the World Cup, might play today for the first time in a number of months. First time this season in the Turkish Cup, Albert. Who is Besiktas playing?
Oh my goodness! Look, can I pull it up? I'll try and say it. I apologize. Sirik Belediyespor.
Okay,
In the
that sounds
Turkey
pretty
Cup.
good.
So he should be getting some minutes, hopefully. I mean, for Herdman. I mean, for Canada, it's a must play because if he can get some minutes here and then minutes against Japan in that friendly, I think it lines him up.
Does he start?
I don't think he should.
You're
but
adamant he's not starting in that first game against Belgium, right?
I'm not adamant, but man, a 39-year-old who hasn't played a full 90 since last season, he hasn't played since June. He's dealing with a bone bruise, an injury. How do you start him?
But Mikey Singh, but
It's Atiba.
it's
That's all I hear.
Atiba.
Atiba.
That's all I hear. But what does that mean?
It's a guy who defies expectations time and time again. Okay, he's 39 years old, but like I was saying, Atiba's 39 is like everyone else is 30, 31, 32. We've never seen a guy who takes care of his body like Atiba Hutchinson.
And James Sharman.
Aside from James. My apologies. And then, as James pointed out, like off air, the drop off between Atiba and the next best midfielder, which is likely for that particular role, Sam Piet, maybe Ismail Kone if he's ready, probably not.
So for you,
It's
Atiba starts
significant
regardless.
Drop off. If he can get today 66 minutes under his belt, maybe 70 against Japan, he starts.
Wow. And I know for you, he starts as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
If there's any way to get him on the pitch. It's one of those arguments, though, like, if a guy's not 100%, but you need him, is it better to start him and play him, even if it's 30 minutes and you take him off, or is it better to wait until the end?
Right, that's a good point.
You know, it's
Yeah.
always that debate in football
I think
and
against
sports.
Belgium, though, you have to start your strongest because you know they're going to come out.
Yeah, and
You gotta
I
stay
get his
alive.
presence. Like his presence
Yeah.
is so important, right? You want a veteran, a calming guy. Like there's two guys I think of. It's him and Junior Hoylett.
Yeah.
And I think Hoylett should start. I mean, if Tiba, for me, if he's 100% healthy, obviously he starts. If he gets 60 minutes in and another, who knows, 60 against Japan, then it sets up for him to start.
Well, it's because that midfield battle against Belgium is going to be so key. I know we talk about the width of Canada, we understand that, right? But look at Belgium's strength. Where's that? In the middle there with De Bruyne, you got Tielemans a little bit further back. You know, it's a fantastic midfield. You have to have that presence in there, I think.
And I know people love Sam Piet because he's really good defensively. He's really good defensively at MLS level. He'll get carved up by that midfield. And then when you want to relieve some pressure and keep a little bit of possession, Sam Piet's not keeping possession.
Although he showed a
against
bit
them.
more of that this year with Montreal, didn't he? But like you said, admittedly, it's MLS.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for like replacement, it's him. Who else is there for Tiba?
No, it is.
Right?
It is him or Ismail Kone if they believe he's ready.
That's a lot to ask, though.
That's a lot to ask, especially because the last time Ismail Kone was sort of thrown into the spotlight in a big moment was his debut during qualifying, and he did not look very good. So I'm not sure how he handles pressure. He's obviously come a long way, but in a big moment at a World Cup, I think that's a little bit too much to
Oh,
ask.
this is a massive step up for almost every single player in that 11, outside of maybe Alphonso Davies, right?
Yeah, maybe David for Champions League
Mustachio.
actually done
Mustachio,
best
by the way,
to a certain
yeah.
point, but
everybody else.
that's it, though,
There's
isn't
just
it?
like you mentioned, there's zero World Cup experience
Yeah.
or any major tournament
I
experience.
mean, there's zero World Cup experience for any of these players, right?
Yeah.
It's just the Champions League with
I'll
Fonzie.
say this about Piet, though, like he never lets you down, though, does he? You know, I mean, and he always surprises me as well.
Yeah.
I really like the player. I love Sam Piet, but I mean, there's a gulf, like you said, between him and Atiba
And Herdman
Hutchinson.
said this World Cup is a different level.
Yeah.
Like, it's a different level.
We
than
also
we've
just
seen
don't know
before.
like how these guys are going to react, right? In that situation, playing at the World Cup.
Yeah.
You know, that's going to, I would say the first maybe half an hour, maybe the first 45, we're going to see a team that we haven't been used to seeing throughout qualifying, right? Because of the shock of being there. Or maybe they step up. We don't know, right? But
Well, and Belgium's a team that have been there, done it, right?
Yeah.
There's so much
Yeah.
experience in that team, and they've succeeded and they've failed in the biggest stage possible. But there's also a ton of pressure
Yeah.
on Belgium in this World Cup. This is it. This is their last chance for this generation, right? And they've got to start well. You see teams that build up in World Cups, right? the best teams, generally speaking, don't start great, and they hit their peak once the knockout rounds begin, right? So maybe Belgium take Canada for granted a little bit.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah. I don't know. We'll
You never
see.
know.
I don't know if this is a hot take or not. I would rather Liam Fraser start over Sam Piet. I don't even think Liam Fraser is going to make the
I haven't heard
squad,
that yet.
but
Because
I would
of his
rather
passing
him
range?
because of his ability to keep possession. I think he can do a serviceable job off the ball and defensively, and then his ability to pick passes. We saw it with Jonathan David. His ability to pick a pass over the top is
Yeah.
would
He's
be a
in my
useful
squad.
asset.
He makes my squad.
He makes you.
But I mean, it's so. I had to leave out.
There's good
Cobiano.
midfield depth, eh?
Hmm?
There's good
There
midfield
is.
depth.
Yeah. Relatively speaking.
Well, yeah, we're talking about how much of a drop off there is from Atiba.
How much possession are they going to have against Belgium? I'm curious to see what Belgium, like how they set up. Maybe if they give the ball to Canada. We saw Uruguay do that. I know it's a friendly, but kind of flip the script on Canada.
Yeah.
You take it to us, and they countered against Canada. Where
Yeah.
Canada's strength is obviously on the counter.
I can't see Martinez
I can't
doing
see
that.
it either.
No, I can't see. I see him going at them,
Yeah.
starting the front foot.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. I don't care what they might say and what we might see in the interviews pre-matched. Belgium don't respect Canada.
Yeah.
They respect Fonzie, and they respect David. Beyond that, they're going to enter that game thinking this is a give me 3 points, guarantee it.
Do you should Herdman sacrifice some attacking players in that first game?
I can see Larry not starting that game.
Laren, yeah.
I mean,
Just
performance side.
Pack that midfield as much as possible?
Yeah. Is that who you're referring to, Laren? Like, or are you just talking formation wise?
Yeah, formation-wise.
Maybe more.
I don't expect
5-4-1?
Laren to start, yeah.
4-4-2.
I'm assuming it's Davies, David, and Buchanan.
Yeah.
And then I had Hoylett in the three.
I had Hoylett in there too. That
Hoylett,
experience,
yeah.
you know. Yeah, I had him
We
in
saw
the
that
front
against
three.
Uruguay. We needed a Hoylett in the game
Yeah.
because
When
they
you do have to-
dominated us
yeah.
in the midfield,
Yeah, and
right?
you do have, and now Eustachio is getting so much more comfortable with the ball moving forward.
But then do you put a
Yeah.
Richie as wing back in that case, a hard-working player? You know, Tajon's fantastic. We know what he does, but he's not going to defend as
Yeah,
well as
maybe.
Richie.
The reason why you lean Tajon is just because Richie hasn't played very much football, and even down the stretch
Remember
when he
last
was
time
for
he hadn't played much
TFC.
football?
I know,
And he
I
was
know.
incredible.
Defies logic. Maybe we'll see that. But this
But
game
it's the
against
World
Bahrain,
Cup. That's the difference.
I know.
That is the difference, James.
It's Atiba.
I know.
It's the World Cup.
All right.
These
Yeah.
things that make no sense and you can't explain.
I know.
I know. It's crazy. I was going to talk about the Carabao Cup today. Big games today,
Didn't we
right?
just talk about yesterday how we didn't even care about it? But there
I
are
know.
big games
Well,
today.
Man City playing Chelsea. You know, I will see what teams they put out there.
We had a mini cup set yesterday. Bournemouth beat Everton.
Yeah.
I always mix this up. Is Carabao Cup the one where teams typically play stronger squads, or
No,
is that
no,
the FA
No,
Cup?
that's the
FA
opposite.
Cup.
This
The
is
FA Cup.
the League Cup.
This is the
Yeah.
reserve.
Formerly
No.
known as the Wellington Cup, Rumbelows Cup, Milk Cup, Carlsberg Cup.
All right, that's just a flex.
Nice.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of cups in the League Cup. Once upon a time, it was pretty magical when I was like 10 years old. And that was a
It's like
long
60,
time ago,
70
fellas.
years ago. No,
You'll see strong squads usually, like quarters, maybe not even semifinals,
'cause
really.
Then you're getting towards
It's
the
all Premier
trophy.
League teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. Final Four
if
of the
you're a
Carabao
backup
Cup.
goalkeeper, you love it
Oh yeah.
because you're playing every game right now.
Yeah.
Who's City's backup goalkeeper? Totally forget.
Zach Steffen?
Yeah.
Is he
Zach
still
Steffen,
there?
of course. Zach
No,
Steffen's
he's
there.
gone. He moved.
He's not there
Oh,
anymore.
who is
right?
it? That's a great question.
It's not
So-
Scott Carson.
Really? No, he's gone. Caballero? No, he's gone too.
Hey, we have laptop.
Can we Google
Look
that?
it up.
Wow. Yeah, Zach Steffen's on
It's going to be.
the Middlesbrough, I think.
Did he move there?
Yeah. Who is their backup goalie?
First one to get it
Watch it be like Peter
wins.
Cech. Hold on.
Peter Check.
It's someone. It's a veteran. It's not.
Pepperina. I don't know who it is. Oh, is the internet
Inter-
fugazi again?
Internet's not.
Hold on.
Oh
sorry.
no.
Oh, wait, we got
Alexa.
we got
who is
Scott
Jansen? Oh, no, we
Scott
have no
Carson.
Alexa
You
here.
said Scott
Is
Carson.
it still Scott
Yeah.
Carson?
You said Scott Carson. Yeah, Scott Carson's there, and then Stefan Ortega.
Scott Carson. Can he even
I
jump
can't
anymore?
believe he's. I mean, I can't believe I said it, but all right. Anyway, listen.
Who's Arsenal's backup goalkeeper?
Matt Turner.
Matt Turner. Shout
Yeah,
out.
Absolutely. You should be Birdie's brain butter.
Yeah.
You're rocking it right now. All right, listen, guys. We didn't get so much Carabao Cup. I'm sure the audience will understand, though.
Canada.
It's about Canada. Listen, the
2
hype train has
weeks.
started. 2 weeks. Cannot wait. Tons coming up, by the way, in room 442 regarding Canada and their opponents,
Yes.
in particular Croatia. Today, we're back right here, same time tomorrow, talking nonsense as per usual.